What's going on, boys? It's Big Old Dog Boxing. What's going on? So, I was just on the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Ness and the Boxing Voice and all that, man. Real entertaining stuff over there. And it was a big drama show, right? It was a big drama show going on. And the topic of conversation was Xander Zayas, a potential fight between Xander Zayas and Devin Haney. Now, it all started when Xander Zayas went over there. He was on a show. He was on some podcast, right? And basically, Xander, to make a long story short, Xander Zayas calls Devin Haney a clown, right? Xander Zayas is on the show, and this is a Spanish podcast, Puerto Rican one, and Xander Zayas basically calls, they ask him about a potential fight or what he thought about Devin Haney. I haven't seen the whole interview, but I seen a snippet. I seen like a little clip of Xander Zayas being asked about Devin Haney, and Xander Zayas basically, what the question was, what do you think about Devin Haney? And Xander Zayas basically responds with, well, I think he's a clown, and I think he's a crybaby. I think he's a crybaby. And he likes to sue people because he gets punched in the face. He don't like to lose, so he's a sore loser. So he likes to sue and all that, right? Referring to the fight with Ryan Garcia. And I think this goes back. I think this goes back to Aria Bug. Salute. What's going on? But originally, right, I remember a couple of days ago on Twitter, or X, right, formerly known as Twitter, Bill Haney basically puts he put out a post saying that they think that Xander Zayas is food, right? That's what he basically said. Oh, 154 pounds, they're thinking about moving up. And I think that 154 pounds, Xander Zayas is food, man. And so Xander Zayas responds back. He hits back at them and says, well, you guys are clowns. And you guys are crybabies that, whenever you guys don't get your way, you sue. And I mean, the energy's cool, right? Big drama show, like I said on the Boxing Voice. It was a big drama show. And at first, I was thinking, because Xander Zayas, he's coming off of a unification win, right? He's coming off of a unification win. He's unified 154-pound, unified junior middleweight champion. And on top of that, he just was at the halftime Super Bowl show with Bad Bunny. I was thinking, so because Xander Zayas is riding high right now, I think that That's why the Haneys were. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that they were clout chasing. That's what I was thinking. I thought maybe okay, they're clout chasing Xander Zayas, but it turns out, the phone calls were actually being made. Bill Haney was actually, they're actively trying to get the fight. You know, and I want to say, what I want to say is salute, bro. I have to give it up, right? I have to give it up to Bill Haney and Devin Haney for constantly running to the smoke. I have to, right? They're constantly looking to fight. They will fight anybody. At this point, at this point, it's looking like more and more that the Haneys will run to the smoke. They can't get a fight at 147, right? They've been turned down by Lewis Crocker. They've been turned down by Rolly Romero. They've been turned down. Um, there's somebody else. I forgot who turned them down, but there's a lot of names at 154 that turned them down. Or I'm sorry, not at 154, but at 147 that turned the Haneys down. Now, a lot of guys are running with the narrative that these guys are scared to fight Haney. I don't think so. I don't think that they're scared to fight Devin Haney. What I think is going on is the Haneys are just too much of a headache to deal with. I'll give you an example. I think what the Haneys ask for a fight, I think they ask for too much money. Therefore, the promoters don't want to touch them. And they figure, well, for the money that the Haneys are putting up, we're better off just doing something else. You see what I'm saying? Like Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. Oh man, this StreamYard is crap, brothers. It is crap. The thing is going so slow, man. This thing is going slow, but the Ryan Garcia winner, right, versus or whoever wins between Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia. God damn it. I'm gonna try this again. So the winner of Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios, I think they're already spoken for. I think that whoever wins that fight is gonna fight Conor Ben next. Um, and then I think that Rolly Romero is just gonna wait in line. And you know what? It's looking like more and more that the promoters, the fighters, everybody are blocking Devin Haney out. And I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. I don't have a problem with that. I don't. I don't have a problem with it. Um, because like I said, yeah, Devin Haney does run towards the smoke. Yes, he's willing to get there. He will give us the fight, guys. But I already know what the fight is gonna be. Like, yeah, Haney will sign up. Haney will.
I can't connect to the Wi-Fi network. You might want to check the connection settings in the Google Home app.
Jesus Christ. So I do believe that. Look, Devin Haney, he will run to the smoke. He will take the fights. He will take on the consignment. However, I already know what the fight is going to look like. I already know what Haney's going to give us. He's going to give us that jab and grab bullshit, the 1-2s, grab. I don't want to watch that shit, man. And so I say all that to say this. The Devin Haney versus Xander Zayas, I don't care to see it, man. I don't care to see it because when it comes to fighters like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, I don't care to see them fight, man. The the pure boxers, man, I don't want to watch that shit, man. That shit don't belong on TV, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody sent me this video the other day of a UFC fighter by the name of Joaquin Buckley. And basically in the video, he's going off yo yo brother BOK Sport Entertainment, salute, bro. Appreciate that, brother. SG4218. What's going on, bro? What's good, G? Great videos, do you think? Yo, SG says, what's good, G? Great videos. Do you think we're getting to a point where the customer us start to get the power so fighters have to take more risks? Yo, SG, man, I hope so, man. And you know what? I hope so, man. Hold on 1 minute, guys. Hold on. Let me post this in the link. Look, I'm gonna say this, SG. If it wasn't for Turkey Al Sheikh, man, SG says I believe so because all sports are trending in that direction, basketball especially. Okay, man. I haven't really. I used to follow basketball, man, but not that much, not anymore. But SG, bro, if it wasn't for Turkey Al Sheikh, man, a lot of these boxers, bro, man, they'd be eating chicken broth and toothpicks, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'd be scraping the bottom of the fucking pot, bro, to get the last pork and beans, bro, because the fights, man, like the fights with Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez we got recently, man, nobody wants to watch that shit, bro. Just, throw 1-2s, not taking any risk. SG says, you're right, bro. Boxing would be fucked. Yeah, exactly, man. If Turkey Al Sheikh was not involved right now, bro, nobody would be putting money up, man. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him because look at all the big fights, man. We game all night. What's going on, brother? Salute. But yeah, man, look at all the big fights, bro. They're always duds. Look at all the recent fights in boxing, bro. They don't live up to the expectation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the big fights, they never live up to the expectation, man. And the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez fight, this last one, it didn't, man. Like I was telling you guys, somebody sent me that video of that UFC fighter going off on Shakur Stevenson, saying that, basically saying, bro, you guys aren't entertaining, bro. And I can't even dispute that, bro. I can't even dispute it. Like, if you've seen one round of if you've seen the first round of the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, bro, you've seen the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's because, like what you said, SG, man, these guys are afraid to take risks. These guys be afraid to take risks, man. Like if you look at the numbers, if you look at the numbers, man, in the past decade, if you compare the UFC versus boxing, bro, the UFC is running laps around us, bro. The UFC is putting up way better numbers than boxing. And you know why that is, guys? It's because there's more violence. SG says, that's why I think Zuffa will succeed because you can only manufacture champions for so long. Mayweather did it at the perfect time, but low key ruined boxing, and that game plan is so played out. Yes, yes. I actually do believe that, and I think that they're trying to do it again. I think they're really, this is just an opinion of mine, right? This is what I'm thinking, but I think they're really trying to do the bullshit Floyd Mayweather era again with Shakur Stevenson. And you know why I say that? It's because they placed this guy in the number 3 spot, bro. They put Shakur Stevenson at number 3 for beating Teofimo Lopez, bro. Like, nah, bro. Like, I think the Ring Magazine, Turkey Al Sheik, they're trying to rekindle that Floyd Mayweather uh that era, bro. But we need to get away from that, bro. Too many people are being too vocal about it, bro. I seen an interview with Shannon Sharp, and he was talking about like, bro, I don't want to watch that shit, bro. He was talking about the Shakur Stevenson versus uh versus Tio, and Shannon Sharp was like, bro, I don't want to watch that shit. SG says, bro, you think they did that so persuade him to go to Zuffa? Persuade who to go to Zuffa? SG. Persuade who? But if you're talking about Shakur, I hope they don't. I hope Shakur don't go to Zuffa, bro. We don't need that at Zuffa, bro. Like these last couple of he said Shakur. Yeah, no, I hope not, dude. I hope he doesn't go to Zuffa, bro. I hope they keep these runners out of Zuffa, bro. And by runners, I mean Shakur. By runners, I mean Devin Haney. By runners, I mean Richardson Hitchens. By runners, I mean William Skoll, Jermaine Ortiz. Like, I don't care to see that fucking style anymore, dude. Yeah, I don't care to see that back foot bitch style anymore, dog. Like, I'm look, and this is what I mean, SGA, and this is why I say that I think that the UFC, they're doing so much better than the boxing, bro, because dude, there's violence going on over there, bro. There's absolute violence going on in the UFC. That's why it's so successful. These boxers now, like Shakur and the guys that I just mentioned, bro, they don't want to take any. They don't want to take any risks. They just want to throw the 1-2 all day, reset 1-2, roll out. Look at their work, stare at each other's hairline and shit. SG says mad violence, and they don't make that shit. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, and SG, bro, that's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's what we're all here for, bro. To be real, we're all here for that, bro. We're all here for the violence. And I know there's some hipsters that be lying like, "Oh no, I'm here for the science, the sweet science. I really want to watch these guys fucking do the shimmy and skip around and do 1-2s all night." Like, bro, you guys are you're being disingenuous, bro. SG says, bro, your channel's underrated. Oh, bro, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, fam. And yeah, thank you, brother. And I feel like my shit is mad underrated, bro, because I have to work, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I only do this when I have time, bro. Like oh, and another thing is this SG is it's because I'm not running with narratives on my channel, bro. Like I'm not pushing the race narratives. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, those channels. My shit is just pure, honest, uh, honest, just raw opinions, bro, and what I'm really thinking and feeling. Yeah, bro. I appreciate that, bro. I had to blow that one up real quick. Yeah, man. I appreciate that, bro. But yeah, man, I'm not running with any narratives, you know, and those narrative channels, the narrative pushing channels, they blow up fast, bro, because they latch on to people's emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, they do the tribalism thing, bro, and I just try to tell the truth, bro. That's all I'm trying to do. And those channels, I noticed the look. I'm gonna mention SG, bro. I'm gonna mention some the most unbiased channels that I could think of. And if you notice, they don't get the same numbers as the biased channels. Okay, like for example, um, Ring IQ, right? And the fucking relay. Shout out to the relay, bro. He's at like 22,000 subscribers, and and there's channels that are way shittier than his, bro. For me, Ring IQ's channel is top notch, bro. And there's channels that are way shittier than him, but they do way better numbers. Why? Was because he's just regular news. He's just bringing you the news, and he's just giving you honest, unbiased facts. You know. Uh, um, SG says, I like channels where you can have opinions, and if you disagree, that's perfect. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, like I said, Ring IQ. Um, another one I think is pretty unbiased is IBFP, bro. IBFP is pretty fucking good. He keeps it unbiased as possible, and BDA, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, Ring IQ is legit as fuck, for real, bro, for real. And then, but if you notice, bro, like all the unbiased channels, they don't blow up like the biased ones, bro. Like if you look at Aki TV, bro, Akaka TV, he's got crazy fucking numbers, dude. Dante's fucking fat titty cheeseburger fucking nation. He's get hella fucking numbers. And all they do is sell racism, bro. That's all they do is sell race bait, bro. Um, um, Boxing Ego, another fucking garbage channel. Um, Blue Blood Sports TV, another garbage ass channel, bro. Exactly. Bruce Vane, bro. You know, I didn't Bruce Vane, bro. Like that dude is such a pussy, bro. Like I didn't call that dude out. Like I've been on his channel and been like, bro, you talk all that shit, but you don't ever hit the live button, bro. All that shit, and you don't ever. You notice, bro? Bruce Vane don't ever hit the live button, bro. Bro, I be praying to God that motherfucker hits the live button, bro, so I could go on there and fucking smoke his ass, bro. I can't stand Bruce Vane, bro. That nigga's such a bitch, bro. Bruce Vane is such a bitch, bro. Man, yeah, but you know what, dude? Hey, you know what though, dude? SG, I have to give him this, bro. I have to give him this credit. Bruce Vane, okay, uh, a big reason, SG. I have to tell him thank you, man, and salute those pussy ass motherfuckers, man. And I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second, man. I'm gonna tell you right in a minute. All right. I'm having technical difficulties, man. Bear with me. Um, so thanks to channels like that, bro, SG, bro, Bruce Vane, Aki TV, Dante's Fat Titty Nation, Blue Ball Sports TV, all those guys, bro. Thanks to them, ones that not inspired, bro, but they motivated me to start my channel because I would listen to these guys, right? Because when I first came on YouTube to the boxing section, that's who would pop up, bro. That's who, obviously, because they're the bigger channels, bro. Boxing Ego, Dante's Big Titty Nation, Aki, Bruce Vane. These are the bigger channels, and they're the ones that are spewing garbage, bro. They're selling race. They're selling racism. They're selling race bait content. And as I was listening to these guys, but then I started looking at shit for myself, and I was like, bro, this is not true. What you guys are saying is not true. Like, all the hate that they had for Canelo Alvarez, bro, like, basically they hate on anybody that's not black, They hate on anybody that's not a black fighter, and they praise up black fighters for doing the most minimal shit, right? So that's what really, like, after a while, I would listen to these guys and be like, bro, yeah, this is not true. I'm gonna go on here and I'm gonna start my own channel, and even if it reaches a small section, bro, even if it reaches a small section of people, at least I know I'm doing my part, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to give it up to them, bro. If it wasn't for them, I probably would have never started my channel, bro. SG says, what do you think about Kurt? Who's Kurt, bro? Who's Kurt? For me, but just because there's a rotten bunch, right? There is a lot of good channels, bro. There is a lot of good channels. Like I said, Ring IQ, BDA, the IBFP. Man, there used to be one called Black and Brown Boxing, bro, but I don't know if you ever heard of Black and Brown, bro, but that brother that has a boxing channel, bro. Oh, Kurt. Oh, I know you're talking about. Dude, I know who you're talking about. He's like a heavier set guy, right? I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, no, he's good. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? He's good too. There's good channels out there, bro. There are some good channels out there that aren't hella biased. But for the most part, man, yeah, bro, Kurt's legit. Yeah, Kurt's legit, bro. I don't know if you ever heard of a guy, bro, named Boxing Beats and Rhymes, bro. Like he's from Europe. I think he's from like New Britain, or not Britain, but UK. He's from the UK. I don't know if you guys fuck with the UK guys, but Boxing Beats and Rhymes is another good channel. But man, back to what I was saying, man, about the UFC, bro. Yeah, SG, if you haven't heard him, bro, go check him out. He's legit, bro. Boxing Beats and Rhymes, bro. Shout out to him. He's legit. But yeah, man, back to what I was saying about ASG, bro. Have you seen that video I made, bro, about the UFC fighter going at he basically goes at Shakur, and another thing that I agree what he said was with all that racist shit, bro, like, yeah, bro, with all the racist shit that Tio was talking. Um, Colin. Okay, but yeah, you did see the Joaquin Buckley, yeah, bro, yeah. No, and he's right, bro. Like with all that shit he was talking, bro, calling black people monkeys and shit, and you know, sending them bananas and saying the N word and shit, bro. He should have knocked them out, bro. He should have knocked them out, but because Shakur Stevenson is afraid to take risks, he's afraid to take chances. He basically let Teofimo Lopez off the hook, bro. He gave him a pass. And you know what, dude? Another thing about Shakur Stevenson is this, bro. He be saying shit like before the fight, bro. Shakur be like, "Oh, I'm a." Before the fight, bro, Shakur Stevenson was all like, "Oh, yeah." They act like if they're not making millies, yeah, bro. Like, and that's another thing, bro. SG, bro, that's another good point, bro. Like these guys act like they're not making millions of dollars, bro. Go in there and fucking and do your fucking job, dude. Shit, bro. You know what, dude? If they paid me, dude, they wouldn't even have to pay me what they pay Shakur. You know, hey, SG, bro. You know how much? Do you know how much Shakur Stevenson got paid for that fight? If you know, bro, let me know in the chat if you know. If you don't, I'll tell you, bro, and it's gonna blow your fucking mind. But bro, if you knew, yeah, I don't know if you know, bro, but fuck, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, bro. Shakur Stevenson got paid $10 million for that fight, bro. Bro, you didn't even have to pay to fight Teofimo Lopez, bro. Shit, you don't even have to you don't even have to pay me bro, not even a meal. I don't even need a meal to fight Teofimo Lopez, bro. That dude's like 5'6", bro. Like, you know, I would go in there, bro, and I would do the best I could for a round or two and get knocked out. But you know what, bro? At least I would put on entertainment, bro. These people are up at night, and this is on the East Coast, bro. Like the fight was going on around, you know, I'm on the West Coast, bro. I'm in Northern California. The fight was on around 8:30. That means the fight was up at like, you know, these people were up at like 11 o'clock. It's late, bro. Like, you think people really want to stay up to watch that little tip tap, the little badoink punches, bro? Fuck out of here. 10 mil is crazy. SG says 10 mil is crazy, bro. I'm in Southern California and you're up north. And if they were to offer me 2/3 to fight you, I'd walk up north for that ass whoop. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. But yeah, that dude Shakur Stevenson, bro. He talks so tough, bro. And that's the thing about Shakur. He talks so tough. Oh man, I'm gonna beat this fool's ass and I'm gonna fuck this fool up. Nah, bro. And he's talking about he was gonna do it for the culture. Do what for the culture, bro? Put us to sleep? You know? Make everybody take a fucking nap, bro. Yeah, dude. I would never watch that fight again, bro. That Shakur versus Tio, I would never watch that fight again, bro. SG says, I don't want to disrespect anyone, but a lot of these fighters should be working at Amazon, bro. Yeah, bro. Like anything that has to do with Shakur Stevenson, bro, I don't get excited for it anymore. Yeah, and like I said, yeah, right there, bro. You hit it on the nail. If it wasn't for Turk, they probably would be they would be working at fucking Amazon, bro. You know, that's where they'd be at, bro. Like it's, you know, these guys. When it comes to Turk, you don't have to pay what you weigh. Turkey will overpay the shit out of you, bro. And like I said, if it wasn't for Turk, man, oh fuck. SG, bro, we be watching UFC, bro, and it's coming soon, man. Cause I got, you know, thanks to Zuffa TV, bro, I got Paramount Plus now, and and all the UFC fights be on there, bro. No more pay per views. SG, man, I might have to change my name from Big O Dog Boxing to Big O Dog Combat or something, bro. Because now that I got Paramount Plus, bro, for $13.99 a month, bro, I'm gonna be able to watch all the UFC fights. And a lot of the times, bro, them UFC fights, they be way more entertaining, bro. Especially when you're talking about, you know, on a fight-to-fight basis, it depends, right? But when you talk about Shakur Stevenson, bro, or a Devin Haney fight, yeah, bro, I'm gonna definitely be watching UFC now, bro, because I got Paramount Plus. I don't have to pay pay-per-view, you know. SG says, hey, bro, that name is dope, but it's hard to find when I search it. Yeah, you're right, man. I didn't even think about that, bro, when I fucking came up with the name. Yeah, I've searched my name too, bro. It's hard to find. Not sure if it's because of the way it's spelled, bro. That's it might be, bro. It might be, but yeah, but I did not think about that. Like, yeah, I did not even think about that before I started my channel, bro. I did not even think about that, but yeah, man, it's hard, dude. It's hard, like, cause I've tried typing in my name and nothing pops up. Nothing pops up, bro. But you know, it is what it is, man. I don't know. I don't know if I should change my name, bro, to something easier. I think I might have to. Now that you bring it up, SG, I might have to think about it, man. SG says, I'll take a few days off and I'll come up straight to your channel for updates. It says, SG says, I'll take a few days off and I'll come straight to your channel for updates. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I feel it, bro. I feel it, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate the love, man. Yeah, man. I do what I can when I got time, bro. But you know, like BSG, bro. Like, dude, I don't know if you know how this YouTube shit works, bro. But if you could tell, dude, like, SG says, don't change it, just make it easier to search. Yeah, man. I appreciate that tip. Yeah, I might have to. Maybe, like you said, maybe it's the way I spell it. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the way I spell it, man. But yeah, bro. But back to man, back to the shit, man. Back to the shit we was talking about. Yeah, man. This dude Shakur Stevenson, bro, is false advertisement, bro. It's false advertisement. You know, he said he's gonna beat the shit out of his opponents, but the night of the fight, bro, he gives his opponents the soft ass whooping. You know, Shakur, he just don't have that killer, man. He talks like he's a killer, but he don't. He gives these soft ass whoopings, bro. That's the best way I could describe what happened with Teofimo and Shakur. And but yeah, man, that UFC fighter, bro, he's got a point, bro. A lot of these boxers, bro, entertainment wise, a lot of them are trash, bro. They don't have personality, right? They have personalities of cardboard boxes. Um, SG says, who looked worse, bro? Teal. Oh, Teal looked way worse, bro. Because that dude didn't make any adjustments. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. T.O. did not make any adjustments, bro. Like he kept his hands down all night. And as G says, you also think by what he said post fight. What part exactly, man? What part exactly? Because he said a lot post fight, bro. He said a lot post fight. But yeah, man. That, you know, Joaquin Buckley was making good points, bro. Oh, apologize for slavery. Yeah, bro. And you know what, man? It was cool. It was cool that Shakur made him apologize for slavery and all that. But you know what? No, it's not. Cause, bro, like, dude, you weren't even born, bro. What the fuck are you apologizing for that for? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you weren't even born yet, bro. You talking about you like apologize for slavery? That wasn't your fault, bro. What he should have apologized, and he did, right, was for his racist remarks, bro. Remember, he was making hella racist remarks, bro. And you know what? I never liked. Look, bro, I'm gonna say this, dude. If you're gonna take the racist route, right, bro, stand on that shit. SG, remember when you know, when Tio was talking about the bananas and all that shit? Remember Najee from Cigar Talk pressed him? And Najee was all like, man, what's up with all the banana jokes and shit? And Tio was all like, well, they're bananas got good potassium. I was like, oh, bro, if you're gonna be racist, dude, stand on that shit, bro. Don't fucking punk out. You know, when you're alone, you're fucking cracking jokes and sending Keyshawn bananas and all that shit. But then when they press you, you know, they're all, what's up with the banana? And he's all, well, bananas have potassium. I'm like, the fuck, bro. Bro, I got through. Yeah, most definitely, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna send you the link. Yeah. Hold on, bro. Yeah, hold on. Copy. Boom chakalaka. There you go, bro. There's a link. Yeah, man. Talking about bananas got good potassium. Like, come on, bro. But yeah, man. A lot of these fights nowadays, bro, especially the big ones, bro, they be trash, bro. They be fucking trash. Like, you know, not only can they can't sell fights. You know, like I said, the fighters nowadays, they don't have personality.
What's good, bro?
What's going on?
Chilling, bro. You?
Chilling, man.
All right. Turn on my camera. There we go.
Yeah, bro. What you got, man?
I'm at work right now, bro. So I was like, I just wanted to chop it up with you, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to you, bro. You're the one that gave me the idea, bro. You're the one
Can you hear
that.
me pretty good?
Huh? Yeah, I can hear you. Yo, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, for sure, bro. Yeah, I was like, I have a few minutes. I'm right here at work. I just wanted to chop it up with you really quick.
Yeah, man. What you got? What you thinking?
No, just talking about how all this shit you talk about, bro. It's like I told you earlier, man. I'll take a few days off, whatever, come back and then go straight to your channel, bro, because I know everything you're gonna say, bro, is like real shit. Like very, very few of us think that same way. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
yeah, brother, your channel's dope, bro. Hopefully that shit grows, man. But you know how you said about Teo, when you open your mouth, bro, you gotta stand on business, bro. You know,
That's it.
the good and the bad, regardless. But I know the deeper meaning, bro. I know the deeper meaning why Teo does all these antics, bro. But think about it. Look, unfortunately, with boxing, bro, it is in a way. It does come down to race when it comes to like the fans, right?
Yep.
Obviously, they're gonna support who they want to support. Then you can get that superstar. That superstar is the one that basically plugs into everybody. Doesn't matter who the race is. But unfortunately for Tio, bro, he doesn't have a fan base, bro. So he is going out of his way, bro, trying to see what would stick in order for him to get a fan base. And he's resorted, bro, to the lowest shit you can do, which is go that racist route. And then he goes that racist route, then he backs up and he shuts up whenever somebody presses him, bro. And that shit, that makes him look even worse, bro.
Facts. But yeah, no, man, it is, dude. When it comes to boxing, it's all tribalistic, bro. And
It is.
like because I know it's taking me a long time to get past that bullshit.
Yep. You're right, bro. You're right. 100%.
You know, it's taken me a while because when I first came into boxing, well, shit, I got an echo, bro. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I can hear you good.
But is there an echo?
A little bit.
Nah. Okay, it must be on my side. But you know, I don't know about you, man, but boxing for me was like it was like passed on, bro, from my dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It was like, I guess, generational, bro. That would be the right word.
Yeah.
You know, it was passed on generationally, bro. And well, you know, I'm Hispanic, bro. I'm Mexican, so
Yeah, me too.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, so my dad was always rooting on for the Mexican fighters, bro.
Right.
And as and that kind of never goes away, right? The tribalism,
Right.
but being on YouTube and shit, and just being, you know, treating every man equally, bro. I do my best to stay away from that as much as possible, you know.
Yeah.
But no, for sure, tribalism is
Or at
always
least,
gonna have it.
or at least, bro. Like for example, everything you're saying, like that's how kind of how I grew up too. Um, but like for example, sometimes I'll sit out a topic or something because I know I'm biased, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll say, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything because I already know what I like. I know what my preference is. So I'm gonna I'm gonna sit this one out. And I think that's the second best thing you can do if you're not as open minded as like other people. You know what I mean? If you know that you're already
Yeah,
gonna go in
100%.
it with the biased mentality, then it's better not to say anything, you know? But with me, it's the same thing, bro. Obviously, you know, we come from a Hispanic background, bro. So like, we're gonna like that come forward style, that underdog, the whole. You know, he might not be the most technical, but he's not gonna go down easy. Like that's just what it is. But time and time
Yeah.
again, bro. Time and time again, that's proven that it works, bro, to a certain extent. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
It works. And
Look at
the
David
thing-
Benavidez.
Yeah, bro, for sure. For sure.
You
I
know,
feel
some
like
guys just overwhelm you.
yeah, I think David Benavidez. I have my reservations on him. I think he's a really good fighter. like really good. But I do feel like him being a weight bully kind of helps him out a lot. And now that he's at his weight class, kind of, it's looking more even. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out, bro. We're gonna find out in May when he fights Zurdo.
But okay, well, that's another good topic, bro. Do you really think so? This is one thing I've always said about Mexican fighters, bro, and I don't know if you agree with it or not, but why is it that the only fighters in the world, bro, that don't look like professional fighters are the Mexican fighters?
It's because the food, bro.
Exactly. So think about David Benavidez. He's like, some people will call him fat, some people will call him whatever they call him. Think about Bruno Ramirez. 2-3 years ago, bro, he was at 168. Now he's at 200. Like, how the fuck does that happen?
That
You know what I mean?
all the chela, bro, all the cervezas, all the
Right.
modelos, bro. Yeah.
So that's what I mean. So is he truly a cruiserweight, or is he an undisciplined light heavyweight or light? Yeah, right.
You know what though, bro? Zurdo's a big ass Mexican, bro.
No, he is for sure.
He is a big ass Mexican. Think about that. So, but yeah, no, for sure, he's lazy, bro. He's lazy. Because I mean, just look at the way he fights, bro. He's slow. He looks lethargic to me, bro. I think David Benavidez, he's gonna just beat the shit out of him, dude.
Yeah, I think his speed is gonna be way too much. I mean, look what Bivol did, and Bivol is not a come forward fighter. He's more of a boxer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he countered the shit out of him all fight. And again, he just backed up, bro. Instead of coming forward, using his weight, and that's what I've noticed even now with Canelo, bro. With Canelo, I think that he's got everybody so used to him not getting hit, bro, where it's almost like when he does get touched, you could just see the frustration in his face. And I think that's when the corner, bro, needs to be like, hey, bro, we're in a fight. You're going to get touched. You better just fucking shake that shit off and keep fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But, like, I've coached soccer for a lot of years, bro. So, like, soccer is just, a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people don't like it. But it's super deep when it comes to personalities, when it comes to athletic ability, when it comes to, there's so much shit that goes into soccer, bro. For example, I have kids that are really bad players, bro. Like, they're just technically not gifted, but they're probably the bravest kids I have on my team, bro. And when we're down and we need players that just gonna go in there and just press and be annoying and not give up, those are the players I put in. Then you got your other players, bro, that are super talented. But as soon as one little thing goes wrong, they're out the game, bro. They put themselves out the game.
They're perfectionists.
Perfectionists, bro. So, but they don't think about sometimes you gotta win dirty, bro.
Yep.
And I think that Canelo, to a certain extent, bro, he forgot about that. He's been dominating. He's been taking over fights. But yet again, with Crawford, bro, he could have pushed forward, bro. He could have. If you throw a lazy right hand, bro, or throw a lazy jab, there's only 1 or 2 punches you can get tagged with. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 chance that one or the other is going to happen. And that's why with Canelo, how he didn't make adjustments against Crawford, how Tio didn't make adjustments against Stevenson. it's kind of crazy, bro. Like you're telling me that Canelo's never faced a slick fighter or Tio. He Tio lost to Xander Martin, bro.
Oh yeah, that was a gift.
Yeah, so you're telling me, bro,
100%. That was
you
a
can't be
gift.
honest. You can't be honest with yourself and say, "Fuck, I got away with that shit." I'm gonna watch tape. I'm gonna watch video and see what the fuck really happened. And that's why I think these dudes, bro, like because they're doing like so minimal for their money. That's why we get what we get, and that's it, bro.
Yeah.
Even with Stevenson, bro, like how you said, like he knows he doesn't have a favorable style, and he knows he's dominating Tio. Why not turn it up one more notch, bro? You're already whooping his ass, bro.
Yeah, he's never gonna get to that level of stardom, bro, that he wants if
Nah,
he
bro.
doesn't turn it up, bro.
And that superstar level, bro. The cash cow, bro. It's more than just fighting ability, bro. And I think we both know that.
Yeah,
It's
man.
more. Yeah, go ahead.
People want to see violence over science, bro.
Yeah. And then not only that, bro. Once you do master that, you gotta have the personality too, bro.
Yep.
So that means your interviews they gotta go the right way, and you just gotta be like a people pleaser pretty much in every aspect, and that's it, bro. Luckily for Canelo, a lot of things went his way. The fact that one, he doesn't fight like a traditional Mexican. Two, he doesn't look like a traditional Mexican.
Yeah, that's what it was. He was an exotic Mexican, bro.
Right, bro. Yep, 100%.
That dude just gifted, bro.
So when I hear De La Hoya talking about that Virgil Ortiz is the next superstar, bro. Virgil Ortiz is a beast, bro, but he's not there, bro.
He don't speak Spanish, bro.
He don't speak Spanish, bro. He, like even okay, let's say this. Let's say like even fighters, bro. Even fighters who understand Spanish, they could get away with it, probably, you know. But the thing about Virgil Ortiz, he doesn't speak Spanish. He doesn't. He's your typical Mexican American fighter, which he's the best of both worlds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he doesn't attract to the people. You know what I mean?
No.
The older Mexicans, bro, they'll never hop onto the UFC. Like
Yeah, because he don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, they're still 10, 15 years behind from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, bro. What do you think about Deontay Wilder, bro? That bullshit he did out in London, bro.
I think it's hella funny, bro.
Yeah, bro, for sure.
Hey, bro, that dude's a fucking laughing stock, bro. The whole world is laughing at him right now, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what it is, dude? This happens when you have the superiority the what's the word I'm looking for? The superiority when you feel superior just because Deontay Wilder thinks he's better because he's black, bro.
Right.
And so when he lost to a white guy, bro, he couldn't accept it, bro.
Right, 100%, bro.
Superiority complex. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yep.
Superiority complex, bro.
But I think with Wilder,
go ahead.
His problems are deep, bro. Really deep.
Yeah, he lives in his head like he's a narcissist, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He's a narcissist.
So for example, and I'll go back to soccer because that's what I really know. So this team, bro, built up their player. He had a pretty good season. They build him up. Every year they have a Player of the Year award. He didn't win it. The team came out saying our player should have got it. Our player this, our player that. He scored this much. He gave this many assists. And then what happened, bro? At the end of the year, that player tells the team, "Hey, bro, I'm the best in the world. I scored this many goals. Everything they said to help him. Now the player used it against them and said, where's my money?" So Deontay Wilder, bro, is in the same situation. He believed that beating those 40 tomato cans, like, that was it. Like, that's what boxing was about. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
He believed it. Then what happened? He fought a 400-pound off a 2-year layoff Tyson Fury, and he got his ass whooped, bro. It's a cherry pick gone wrong, bro.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And then what happens? He starts facing decent competition in his late 30s. Then everyone starts saying, oh no, he lost a step. It's like, no, bro, he never had it. Just that in his late 30s, he finally decided to step up. And now the competition is even. Those better dudes can take a better punch, you know?
Yep.
And that's just what it is,
Yeah,
bro.
100%.
That's just what it is.
That's what it is. So it wasn't really the right hand power, bro. It was just the tomato cans.
That's all it was, bro. That's
And
all
so
it
how do
was.
you see this next fight? How do you see his next fight going?
I think he's gonna get dominated, bro.
Yeah, me too. I think Sora's gonna beat the shit out of him.
Because I mean, look what Chisora did to Joe Joyce.
Oh yeah, and Otto Wallin.
Yeah, bro.
And those are good wins, bro.
Those are good
scalps.
wins, bro. Yeah. They're not even old. They're not even shot. Maybe Joe Joyce is a little shot, but Wallin is still pretty good. He hasn't really taken that many ass whoopings, but
No.
either way, bro, I think stylistically, it's a bad matchup for Wilder.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's gonna do the same thing that Joseph Parker did.
Yeah, bro.
Remember, Joseph Parker just put his hands down and he fucking came in throwing overhand rights.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly, bro. It's gonna be ugly.
Yeah, but you know what though, man? I'm glad that Wilder's back, bro, just so we can make fun of him, dude. To be real.
For content, bro, for sure.
Exactly, bro.
Give you shit to talk about, right?
Gives us a lot to talk about, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I follow boxing, bro, but the majority of the time, it's just so full of shit, bro, that I'm just like, man, like, you know, I tried boxing and shit, but I wasn't that good. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't that good. I tried it in high school, but because I was a little bit taller, what they would do to compensate for the size, they would put me against guys that were like, oh, he's only been boxing a year, bro, and I've been boxing a week, you know?
Oh, fuck.
So they'd get my ass good, bro. And I was like, man, fuck this, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, and I've been around boxing a lot, whether I want to, like, how do you say, whether I wanted to or not. So, for example, I'm from Riverside, California, bro. So
Okay.
my neighbor, he was a boxer, and we first started talking about boxing. We first moved to an apartment complex right there, and we'd always talk about boxing this, boxing that. Then all of a sudden, Robert Garcia ends up opening his gym from Oxnard to Riverside, California.
Nice.
And that youngster starts going over there, bro. So a couple of times I'd give him a ride. So I met Robert and Mikey and all of them. And that dude, so when Mikey Garcia had won his, or not won, but basically he bought out his contract with Top Rank. Remember that?
Yeah.
So when he did that, Mayweather was coming around Robert Garcia gym to sign him, to sign Robert Garcia, to sign Mikey Garcia to Mayweather Promotions. So while he was there, bro, watching or trying to negotiate with Mikey, um, my neighbor who was 16 years old at the time, he was about he's like 5'7", 122 around there. He's a small dude.
Mm-hmm.
He starts sparring with Abner Mades, who was a champion at the time, bro.
Yeah.
And my neighbor starts putting hands on him, bro.
What?
Abner Mades was, I want to say 28 years old, 27 years old. You know, you could say he was in his prime. And we got a 16-year-old, bro, just putting straight hands on him, bro. And so Mayweather ends up watching the sparring session, and what Abner Mares did, bro, to back him up, gave him like 3 low blows, bro.
Wow.
To a 16-year-old kid, bro. I mean, he was nothing to me, bro. I was fucking pissed, bro. I was like, man, I'll grab your ass. I know once I grab your ass, bro, you're fucked, bro. But yeah,
Wow.
bro.
So Abner Mars is a piece of shit like that, huh?
Yeah, bro. Low key, yeah. I mean, maybe that time because Mayweather was there. I'm not gonna generalize and say like that's him in general, but that time, bro, yeah, it was like low key dirty, bro. He went low on that youngster, and Mayweather asked that youngster, "Hey man, you signed to anybody?" He's like, "No, bro, I'm 17 or something like that." He's like, "All right, cool. Let me get your name." And then he's like, "I'll be back when you turn 18." So he kept training with Robert Garcia, bro, and then Robert kind of told him like, "Hey, bro, you know, just take your time. You know, there's no rush. If he wants you, everybody else is gonna want you too. You know."
Yeah.
So I mean, and then being in the situation that they were in, bro, like you know, low income family and things like that, bro. I don't even want to say his name, bro, because well, I mean, you'll know who it is once I tell you, but um, so you know, based on his economic situation, bro, when he turned 18 and Mayweather came back, even though Robert Garcia didn't really agree to it or didn't really like the idea, just because he felt like he had better sparring there, better sparring partners in Riverside. He's local to Riverside, just everything, you know. So he ended up signing for Mayweather Promotions, bro, and he fought like he fought. I think he went 8-0, bro. And
Word?
yeah, he ended up getting killed, bro. In
What?
2022, bro. Um, it was what is it? What is it? Labor Day? Was it Labor Day? Memorial Day? I think it was Labor Day, bro. 2022. He went to the hood to go see his mom, and they were just chilling, nothing crazy. He didn't look crazy. He wasn't an aggressive person, nothing like that. I believe he was 22 years old. And bro, some dude stopped by, said, "Hey man, say something to him." I don't know if he responded. I don't know what it was, bro. Shot him in the head, killed him right there, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. And right now his little brother is training with Robert. It's the dude Chop Chop Gonzalez.
I do know who Chop Chop is. Yes.
Yeah, bro. It's his older
Bro.
brother, bro.
Oh, bro.
Those
Wow.
are
I
the
heard
homies,
about
bro.
the story, bro.
Yeah, those are the homies, bro.
I heard about that story, bro. What a small world, dude.
Yeah, bro.
So
Yeah.
that was your boy. Wow. So Chop Chop's brother was your homeboy.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah,
Wow.
they're my next door neighbors. They were all my next door neighbors. They know my kids, bro.
Holy shit.
I'm 35 years old. I'm 35, so I'm older
Yeah,
than
I'm
them. You know?
34.
Oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm older than them, and you know, but I would talk to his brother a lot, bro. We'd always talk about boxing, you know, and I remember uh, I remember when Mayweather pulled up to our apartment complex, and that dude Danny, Chop Chop's brother, hit me up. He texted me, he's like, "Hey, bro, Mayweather's outside." I was like, "Bro, I'm about to go out there and just fucking just punch him in the face, bro, because he stole money from me."
Damn.
Yeah, but I didn't go out there. I'm not that type of person, bro.
But you met Floyd Mayweather at the gym that day.
No, I wasn't there that time. I wasn't there that
Okay,
time.
okay.
Yeah, I just dropped him off that day. That day I dropped him off.
Hey,
But
speaking of Floyd Mayweather, bro, how about his situation, bro?
I don't know, bro. His whole career has been a scam, bro. He scammed his
Yeah,
he scammed his loyal followers. All his business endeavors, bro, they've been shady.
hey,
And
he's
I mean,
catching up to him, bro.
yeah, bro. I mean, you can only do that for so long, and the fact that he was never a people's champ, and he'll never be loved, bro. Like never. That's kind of unfortunate, bro. Because I feel like he was super talented, but just literally never took no risk, bro. Never took no risk. There's a crazy documentary, bro. Have you ever heard of it? It's from Astoria's Boxing.
Uh,
So if you check it out, bro,
what is it
it,
called?
Astorias, Astorias.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
It's a documentary, bro, on how the Mayweather Pacquiao fight, how the Mayweather Pacquiao fight looked in different countries, bro. So long story short, bro, Mayweather in the U.S., bro, brought his own camera crew, bro. So the fight would favor all the angles, everything was favored for Mayweather, bro. It's insane, bro.
That is insane.
But it doesn't surprise me.
No, no,
It
no,
doesn't
no.
surprise me. So like I tell everybody, like my son, he asks me all the time. He's like, hey dad, was Mayweather that good? I said, look, I said, and going back to sports, to soccer, I'm like, son, what's your worst day of training? He's like, I don't know, maybe Tuesdays. He's like, because Monday I'm kind of waking up, but Tuesday I need to get going. But I just struggle to get going for some reason on Tuesday. I'm like, look, if Mayweather were to fight you and he were to know this inside information that you have your worst days on Tuesday, instead of the fight being on a Saturday, it would be on a Tuesday. That's how ridiculous Mayweather was.
Mm.
Any type of advantage, bro. Any type of advantage, he would try to get on everybody, you know. And based on all this bullshit, bro. Based on all this bullshit, even with what's going on with society, bro. Even with what's going on with society, where they're willing to cover up like full-blown pedophiles, bro. You don't think if one person is running a complete city that is bringing so much economic power to a city, you don't think they'll let them get away with a couple things here and there? You know what I mean?
Come on, of course.
100%, bro. 100%.
Yeah,
And whoever doesn't think like that, bro, you're. And it's not even hate, bro. That's just reality, bro. It's just what it is. You know.
Yeah.
But if you don't agree with someone, then they'll call you a hater. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the thing about Mayweather, I think he was super talented, bro. Like he probably didn't even have to do all that bullshit. He probably could have just got away with just beating everybody. But like when they offered Canelo the fight the first time, he was 18 years old, bro. 18 years old. That's insane, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But yeah, brother, I'm gonna get going already, man. I went over my break, man.
No, it's all good, brother. Hey, it was a pleasure chopping it, man. I'm glad you hopped on.
No, for sure, bro. You'll see me more, bro. I'll be up in the comments and shit. Whenever
Yeah,
I get
no,
a chance, bro.
I'm gonna fucking shut it down, bro. I gotta go take care of some business too, man. But
For sure, bro.
I'm gonna go live more often.
For sure, bro. And then I was gonna tell you how I commented earlier about the name, bro. Like, I don't know if it's the way you spell it, but every time I try to search it, bro, it doesn't come up, bro. I gotta go back to my subscribers and then scroll down wherever you're at and then go from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'll figure that out, bro.
alrighty, brother. We'll take care, man.
All right, brother. You too.
All right, step back, bro.
Later.
Hey.
Yo. About to wrap it up myself, boys. But shout out to everybody that's going to listen to this. Shout out to the Playback Gang. It's been your boy O Dog Boxing. I'm out, man.